Okay, this is the graphing section of trigonometry for the midterm review. Before we begin, let's just take a look at some of the formulas for sine and cosine. Amplitude is equal to the absolute value of A. Period, spell that correctly, period is equal to 2 pi over B phase shift is simply C over B, and the midline, the equation for the midline is y equals d, whatever d is. All right. Now, when we graph a tangent function, remember there is no midline for tangent, and the formula for period changes from 2 pi over b to simply pi over b. Also, there is no real amplitude. The graph can be stretched or will be stretched, but there is no amplitude to graph. They approach an asymptote and increase and decrease infinitely. Okay, so there's the formulas that we're going to use. So let's take a look at number one. Number one, let's just make a list of the variables. Looking at the equation, we can see here A equals 2, B equals 2, C equals pi. Notice that it's not negative pi, it's the thing being subtracted here. So C equals pi, and D equals 3. So our amplitude equals the absolute value of 2, which is 2. The period equals 2 pi over B. Well, we just said B is 2. Simplifying, the 2's are going to cancel, and we're left with pi. The period equals pi. The phase shift, I'll abbreviate PS, equals C over B. Well, C is pi, B is 2. So the phase shift is pi over 2. And our midline equation, y equals D. Well, D is 3, so y equals 3. For number 2, again, we're going to disregard the amplitude. We will have a phase shift in here. We'll have a phase shift. Let me zoom back out just a little bit so we can see the formulas together with the equation. We will have a phase shift of C over B, but if you notice in this equation, there is no C. C is 0, so there is no phase shift. So for this particular equation, the only thing we can really answer, just take a closer look here, is the question about period. And for this one, the period equals pi over B. Well, B is 4, so pi over 4. Looking at number 3. See, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here, and we'll pick up with a new one, just so it doesn't get too long.